So this is the KW Stanford Experience. Welcome to Things Keller Williams. We're a company built by agents and for agents. So here's our first video to get you acclimated.
Will we be able to see anything now? Because I can't see anything on the screen.
You can't see anything on the screen?
No, it's just black.
What? But it says I'm screen sharing. You gotta love technology. Let's try it again. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes. And it says yes. Can you guys see it? Good. Okay.
I'm the only one.
What'd you say, Mata?
I'm the only one who can see that.
I guess so. Ruth, can you see it, my screen?
I see the YouTube.
That's perfect. That's what I'm showing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm not sure what happened with you, Mata, but it's going to be recorded anyway, so.
Yeah, I can see that it's like it's recording, but I can't see anything on the screen.
Oh, it's gonna press play. He's gonna press play.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna press play. Here we go.
Williams was kind of at the end of the day, I wanted to see if I could build an organization that put people first.
As soon as I heard about the economic model and how they were going to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said, this will be the #1 company in the world.
The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper.
We are no longer outsourcing to third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Nice. Directed by Liam Scott. You like that video?
Pretty good.
All right, so. Oh, you know what? I did a brand new one. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. Got it. Let's do this one. Yeah, that one looks better. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice and fancy. Okay. So, thanks for being here. Like I said before, and people keep entering our room. This is a popping room today. So, Keller Williams is a great company, right? We have an awesome culture. You'll experience it the longer you hang out with us and come into the office and plug into any kind of virtual things that we do. So, we believe that who you're in business with does matter. So we believe that the company you keep can contribute to our lives in untold ways. So we do believe that our mission statement, right? Our mission is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving, right? You've probably dealt with different companies with different mission statements, but this one is ours. So we love what we do over here. Our vision is to be the real estate company of choice for agents and their consumers, right? Their customers. The values are God, family, and then business. So you can tell what kind of organization you're dealing with. And our perspective is that we're a technology company that provides the real estate platform for our agents, for our buyers. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like a trainer consultant, and focuses all of its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. We're one of those companies that's hard to explain from the outside looking in and the inside looking out. And we have this awesome belief system that some of you are familiar with, some of you may not be familiar with, but our belief system, right? We have win-win or no deal. That's one of my favorites. If you're doing a transaction with someone, if it's not a win-win, maybe this isn't the best step to move forward. Maybe you can still search for that win-win. Another one I love is the communication. Seek first to understand. A lot of times in life, if you get a text from somebody, you're going to read it based on how you're feeling at the time, right? Sam Lopez sends me some kind of a text that I didn't appreciate, and I'm upset. I might think he's trying to be a jerk, but he was just saying good morning. So you got to just figure out deeper context, right? And the newest of our belief system, because we're a company that's always changing and growing, is equity, opportunities for all. So this is a company you can feel good working with. So I told you they were going to be guest speakers. Our first guest speaker is here. He's on the call. He's Sam Lopez. He's the assistant MCA, the assistant market center administrator. And he's one of your people that's going to help make your world go around. Once you get paid, he's the guy that pays you. So be nice to Sam. Sam, come on and say a few words, good sir.
Thank you, Adonis. You are much too kind. Like you said, I am the assistant MCA, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm in the finance department. So I help you with sending out your invoices to attorneys and co-brokers and that such. And I also help with getting your checks out to you, which hopefully should be direct deposit soon in the next month or so. I'm also helpful with Command and DocuSign and whatever other miscellaneous questions you might have. I can assist you with that. And I think that's it for my little spiel that Adonis always encourages me to do, even though I feel awkward.
Does anybody have any questions for Sam? Don't be too amazed. I know he does a lot. Just a shy bunch today. Okay, that's fine.
I have a quick question.
Oh, okay.
Sam, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. There was, on part of the DocuSign that you originally sent out, one was requesting for a blank check for the direct deposit, and then the most recent one I got just requested the bank information. Do I still need to send you a blank check, or?
No, you don't need to send a blank check. It should
Okay.
just be the banking information on the form.
Okay.
Or yeah,
okay.
avoided check. Yeah, no, you don't need that. Just your banking information on the form with your signature.
Okay, thank you very much.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm new as well. Well, I'm new. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I don't know if I properly gave you what you need to give me the direct deposit, or well, the check I would imagine you mail it out, but direct deposit, I'm not sure if I have my information with you.
Hold on. We got a whole lot of them all at once from 380 people, so I have to look through the list of documents that we received. PC agreement. I don't know if I see one from you.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it, so that's why I'm like, I don't think.
So you, okay, so.
Would you be able to send me a link?
Yeah, I can send you a link over. Let me just, sorry for taking up your orientation time here, Mr. Adonis.
Don't worry, it's interactive, it's good stuff. It shows you that Sam gets the job done. Your support staff is here to help you flourish in your career.
The email, it's mitchellruthann254@gmail.
That, but also, which leads me to, is there a way for me to access the KW email so I don't have all my business going into my personal, because it's getting overwhelming now? So I don't know.
All that should be, I think, set up through the Scott Leroy, right, Adonis?
Yes, that's right.
All right,
Okay,
that's Adonis, I'll bother you later for that then, because I want to have all my email to go there. So yeah.
That's no problem.
Okay, so for the time being, I can send out the direct deposit form over to your personal email for now, just so that you can get the information over to us.
All right, sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome.
Anybody else with any thoughts before we move on? I like that you guys are interactive. This is good stuff.
Hey, Sam, I just want to make sure that you have mine also, Susan Matthews. I sent it in to you already.
Sam, did you hear Susan?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the
And,
list
and
of
Matthews
things that
only has
come in.
Matthews only has one too.
Don't see that one either. I can always, you sent it out to us, or?
Yes, I did. I sent it out already.
All right, let me see. Just going
I
through
think
this
like
whole
from the
list.
first day that you guys sent it to me.
All right. I'll check this list out. I'm gonna go through the whole list, and then I will get back to you separately, Susan, okay?
Thanks. No worries.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good stuff. Y'all putting Sam to work. I like that. Okay.
All right.
So,
If there's no more questions, I guess I will head off and let you continue with your orientation.
thank you, sir. Appreciate you. So we're gonna
Thank
keep
you.
it going.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome. Have a good one, guys.
Take care.
So moving right along, right? KW also gives you the ability to learn on your own terms, right? We're a training and education company. We want the best trained realtors. If you guys know your stuff, you're going to be able to help more families, make more money, stay around longer. You know how it goes. So there's more than one way for you to learn here at the office. You probably get my emails every morning that gives you the calendar of today's classes, right? So you're able to click on the link. We normally have one link that we use for all of our Zoom training. This is a special case. That's why we're on a different Zoom code today. But normally when you log into the KW Zoom Ridgefield room, then that's where our KW Stanford and Ridgefield agents go to get whatever training we have going on. And if you miss one of our live classes, don't worry, because we tend to record them and we put them on our YouTube page. So if you go to this website, if you just go to youtube.com and search for KW Stanford and Ridgefield TV, then you get the link to our YouTube page, right? So you can subscribe to this. We have a lot of content. We normally put new videos up within 24 hours after a class actually happens. So I want you to check this out when you get a moment. KW Stanford and Ridgefield TV. And then if you click on playlists, then you see that we have our classes organized based on what kind of training you're interested in. We have 65 classes on KW Command, so you can learn how to use Command properly for your business. We have different classes that are specific to your business. We've got Ignite training. We have our morning Crush It calls. Have any of you been on our morning Crush It calls?
No, morning what?
Not yet.
You should definitely do so. Thank you for your honesty. Our morning calls are great. We normally talk about what's going on in our office, what kind of changes are happening, what kind of other opportunities are available to you in addition to our regular opportunities. Yeah, so that's 9 o'clock Monday through Friday. And we do a funny video in the morning. We do a mortgage update. We get into maybe an agent spotlight. It's definitely beneficial for you to be on these calls. So join us when you can.
How does one access the call in the morning?
So you know those morning emails I send that'll say like Monday open for details or Thursday open for details? If you click on those emails, huh?
I don't think I got that, but I'll check.
Okay, and if not, I'll double check on my end too to make sure that you're receiving those. So
All right, thank you.
no problem.
I have a question. I talked to Robert about the floor time.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I need to sign up for the Ignite training. Okay. But I believe you told me I can just watch the videos, right?
Yeah, that should be fine. I'll connect with you offline, Mara.
Okay. All right, thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, I go on the classes in the morning. The Ignite they're good. It's great information that you can gain in the morning, and again, it does let you know what's happening every morning.
Thank you, Susan. Yeah. So this is one area that you can get training. Another area I want to point out to you is if you were to log on to the MyKW website, which is mykw.kw.com, a lot of you, as soon as you joined, you got your username and password for the MyKW website. Once you're signed in, you can click on education at the top of the screen. And this is where a lot of our great Keller Williams trainers have all kind of course materials. On the home screen, you've got Ignite materials. There's business planning clinic. There's all kind of things that are available for you. And if you're looking for something specific, you can just click on the search icon. Maybe you want to be the best listing agent out there because you know that listings is the name of the game. You can search for listings. And then your search results, you can break it down from all types to just videos, just audio, documents, and they tend to be from some of our best and brightest. So you can always be learning something, and the more skills you have, the better equipped you are to service your clients. So there's no shortage of training here at the office. So with that said, I want to invite my next speaker to speak, Fabian Durango of Durango Insurance. Some of you probably may already be familiar with him. He's one of our partners in the office. And Fabian, if you're around, go ahead and talk to the people, please.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks, Adonis. Good to see you.
You too.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, actually. Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Fabian Durango. I am the broker owner of Durango Insurance and Financial Services. I have the privilege to have been a partner of the KW Stanford office for now going on 4 years, working on my 5th year as we speak. And I'm very happy and very delighted to be around such an amazing company. You know, it's very few companies that take the time to truly train and value their agents. And I'm happy to be part of this family. Long story short, I've been in the insurance business 24 years. I've owned my own insurance company for the past 17 years. It's a family-run and operated company. I'm the president and founder. We have 8 locations, counting our KW partners, and we have 5 retail locations throughout the whole state: Stanford, Norwalk, Bridgeport, New Haven, New Britain. If you ever showing houses and need to stop, print something, or sign a contract, feel free to use any of my locations. We are here for you. Just to give you a scope of the size of our business, we are the largest progressive insurance broker in the state of Connecticut and one of the largest insurance brokerages in the whole Northeast. We're very proud of that. I built this agency from scratch and have been all hard work. Our motto is giving our clients and partners good service, good coverage, and good price. Just like you will never advise a client to go to Rocket Mortgage for a mortgage because you know they're dealing with a call center, they're just a loan number, they get stuck in processing, they get stuck in algorithms. The same way it comes to insurance. You always want your client to work with someone local, someone that would educate them, someone that's going to know the marketplace, someone that's going to properly underwrite their home. Insurance more than ever is looked at as get quick, click here, in 10 minutes you're done. However, when your house is burnt down to the ground, when you have a lawsuit, when you lose everything you worked for, when you have a $500,000 mortgage, and one of the things protecting is your homeowner's insurance, you do not want 10-minute insurance. You do not pay extra for my services. Your client that does not pay extra for your services. We do beat the online carrier rates, but we not only beat their pricing and their rates, we beat their service. We beat their attention to detail. We beat how we carry on with the customer after the closing. Remember, insurance takes place after the closing. So our relationship begins post-closing, and we make sure it's a good one going on. We give clients personalized advice. So if they have a claim, if they have a question, they can speak to us off record. If they're speaking to an online company or an 800 number company, unfortunately, they're always on record because the phone calls are being recorded. So if your client's just calling to ask a few questions due to some wind knocking some shingles, unfortunately, that's no longer a question, now becomes a claim. And now your client is stuck putting in a claim. Is stuck with a claim on his record that's going to increase his price, affect his ability to get insurance in the future. So that's why you want to go with someone local where a client can have a conversation with me or a member of my team. off record, and we can give actual advice. An 800 company cannot give advice because they represent the interest of the company, not the interest of the insured. We are a broker. We represent the interest of the insured. I know in many industries, sometimes the word broker doesn't mean well, and the insurance industry is actually good. We represent our clients' interest. We work with you as a partner. So I want you to use me as a tool. If you're looking at a house and you believe it's in a flood zone, you're free to contact my office. You're free to text me and say, hey, Fabian, my client's very interested in this home. Is this home on a flood zone? We're moving forward and putting an offer on this house. My client's DTI ratios, we do speak your language. We do understand mortgages. His DTI is very tough. He has a FHA loan. We're concerned about the cost of flood insurance. Can you give us some pricing before we put an offer in, or before we move forward to the next step in the contract where my client may lose his deposit? So we will work with you. We like to educate clients. So when you refer a client to us, what we want to do is educate them in coverage, give them options. We let them know that they're shopping around with 15 different companies. We run full loss reports. So we don't just push out a quote. We run the quotes with 15 different companies. We search the best option, and then we give them the rate. However, when we give them that rate, we run the loss report history on the house, and we run the loss report history on the client. That is private information. We cannot share it to third parties, but we will have a conversation with you as my partner, say, hey, I pulled the history on this house. There may be some issues regarding a previous fire, etc. And before I mention it to the client, I want to make sure it's okay with you and how you want to move forward with this matter. Simply because it is private information, and you want to be very careful on how that's shared, and make sure that we don't shock the client either. You don't want to shock the client saying the house they're looking to buy for $600,000 had a fire 2 years ago. You know, yeah.
Can you please leave your contact information and everything in the chat?
Sure. I'll leave my contact information so you guys can reach me. I'm always here. I'm on call. You can always text my cell phone 24/7.
What's your number?
I'll give it to you and I'll put it on the chat. My cell phone's 203-667-9953. And then I'll put my contact info in the chat, and I'll be sending out also a blast email just saying, with all my contact info. I do have a team. We have 5 people full time working 3 shifts to cover 9 to 9. And that's my homeowner team. So they're always on call, always for you guys.
Perfect. Yep. Quality company, quality individual. So yes, I've used Durango products as well, so I can vouch for that.
Thank you, Adonis. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Look forward to meeting all of you and staying in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Thanks, Adonis.
Thank you. You guys having a good time at the orientation party?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's keep it moving. So this is an awesome organization that you've joined, and would you agree with me that most people that perform at their highest level have some kind of a coach in their life that's helping to push them and blast through any kind of ceilings that they may have had? We have 3 different types of coachings at Keller Williams, right? There's mastery coaching. If you're a top producer, let's say, and you've been doing your thing for a while and you've been selling 40 homes every year, you're having difficulty getting to 60 homes or whatever your goal is. Mastery coaching is one-on-one coaching directly from Keller Williams, and that's one option for you. Some offices have group coaching where if you were in one level of production, you would be in a different group than people of a different level of production. But the main kind of coaching that Keller Williams and Stanford is really promoting is productivity coaching. That's Jen Hen. She's our productivity coach. I know some of you are familiar with who she is and have signed up already. The others of you that aren't, I highly recommend you take the initial one-on-one phone call with Jen. Let her explain the program. She's helping people to cap and earn at 100% so that they're their careers take off sooner than later. She gives you all the training, all the foundation so that you can feel confident in your real estate. And even if you've been experienced for a while, she's got different levels of coaching so she can help you get to your next level. So I highly recommend working with Jen and at least taking that initial meeting with her. So you see Jen's message here. Have you seen her 7 onboarding videos on the private Facebook group? It's super important for your business. So if you haven't joined this group yet, I definitely want you to. So when you first signed on with us, Sam, who you met this morning, he would have sent you a link for you to join coaching. Facebook is so invasive, come on. Anyway, so he would have sent you a link to join this program, our Facebook group. So the private Facebook group, it looks like this. You've got the red KW letters with the white background. This is the private group with 235 members. So if you got that email, you can click on it so you can join the group. And if not, you can just search for it and request to join that way. Sam or Lisa will approve you, and then you'll be a member of the group. So it's a private group. Only KW Stanford members can join this group. Once you're in the group, if you click on the files section, you're able to watch those 7 onboarding videos I was talking about. So Jen talks about all kinds of things. How does the MLS work? What about lockboxes and Supra, the purchase agreement, the rental process, the transaction process? I have a listing, now what? Technology. So they're very short, like under 5-minute, helpful videos to help you understand what's going on with Keller Williams. And if you need to order a sign, we work with Post and Panel 360. So we have 2 videos here to show you how to order from your phone or from your laptop or desktop. Any questions on anything I just said?
So just if we go to the page, all of that will be there because I need to start ordering some stuff. Like
yes, all this will be there under the file section.
Okay.
We can just request to join and we'll be approved.
Yeah, you request to join and then Sam will approve you. So you'll be all good by today.
I'll do that right now.
Good, good, good. Moving right along.
This is on the Keller Facebook group.
Yeah, the Keller Williams Prestige Properties Facebook group. There's definitely more than one Keller Williams group out there, so you got to make sure it's the right one. Keller Williams Prestige Properties, the private group.
Prestige Properties, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different background. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah, white. It's white background.
So just so there's no confusion, there are 2 different entities called Keller Williams Prestige Properties on Facebook. The one with the red background, that's the public page that anybody can just take a look at. Alex, you just joined the right one. Yes. So the one with the white background, that's the one that I'm asking you to join.
So is all this information also on the Keller Williams website, or does one have to go into Facebook?
For this information I'm speaking of specifically, you have to go into Facebook, or you can come into the office. We have the videos here in the office as well. And anyone who joins Productivity Coaching, she's got these videos and much, much more for you. All right, so now it's time for our next speaker. If he's ready, Mr. Roberto.
I'm ready. Hello,
So
everybody.
Robert is an amazing person. He's the first face that greets you or your clients when they come into the office. So he helps our office world go round. He's real estate's most interesting man in the world because he knows so much about so many people even before they join this organization. I'm always impressed. So I wanted Robert to speak to you and let you know what he does.
Well, I am the first person that you see, so the job title that I have is Director of First Impressions and Operations. And I'm here to help you in your onboarding initially, and then throughout your work life here at Keller Williams. Initially, I have to answer the phone. Excuse me. Keller Williams Prestige Property. This is Robert.
It's like watching the man in his element. He's doing the thing. All right. So I'm not sure how long he's going to be on the phone. So I'm just going to continue in the meantime. Ignite. How many of you have taken Ignite or heard of Ignite yet?
Heard of it.
Heard
Yeah,
of
I've
it?
watched a video.
Okay. Alex, did you take it live or anything?
I haven't yet, no, but I've heard of it and watched the videos.
Okay. So Ignite is awesome. Our head broker, Rick, he teaches the class. Rick is one of the most non-boring teachers I've ever seen. He can make a 2-hour class go by like it's 20 minutes, tells stories, you know, he relates to you. It's really great. Ignite agents are 138% more likely to have a transaction than non-Ignite agents. So Ignite is for agents of any level. He shows you how to not have any orphans in your business, how to make sure that you're doing the 20% of activity that's going to lead to the 80% of results you're looking for, scripts for the buyers, script for the sellers. He lets you know how the process works. If you take even half of the stuff that Rick says to do and actually apply that, you're going to have more business than you know what to do with. So take Ignite, take it more than once. We've got people that have taken Ignite like 8 and 9 times. It's a free class, so why not? So we have the recorded version on YouTube, but I recommend taking the live version as well. This way you can ask questions. Robert, are you back?
I am back.
Okay.
I apologize for that.
No, that's your job.
That is my job. So in the very beginning, when you join Keller Williams, I'm responsible to make sure that, or help you with the tools that you'll need to be successful at your business. So I add you to programs that we have that help you. Repert is our IT people and department. They're not located locally, but they are amazing. So if you have a laptop, or if you choose to have an office and bring in a desktop, once I add you to Repert, you will be up and running, and you can give them a call and make an appointment with them that's convenient for both of you, and then they will have you connected to the printers. When I do connect you to the printer, the copiers itself, not printing from your computer, you're going to need a login ID. And the easiest that I'm finding right now is that we've been switching from the last 4 of your Social Security to the last, because some of those numbers match some other agent. So I've been successfully using the last 4 of your cell phone number. So that's when you're at the copier and you have to log in to do copies. I add you to the intranet, where you'll also find it helpful to send out messages or to check the bulletin board, because you'll find senior agents that need some help with open houses. That's a good way to get yourself out there in front of clients that are not being represented, and they could be represented by you. Also, the internet has a calendar that I put out. So you could look on that calendar. It's updated as it changes throughout the week or sometimes daily, to see if you wanted to log on and take that class that's being offered. It used to be offered here in our training center, but obviously with COVID, Zoom is working just fine. I add you to the building landlord for credentials. So you'll be getting a physical key to let yourself into the office. You'll be getting a fob that will let you into the building after hours or before hours. Security is here until 8 o'clock during the week and from 7 to 1 on Saturdays, and not at all on Sunday. But real estate is 24/7, so you may need to meet with a client or come into the office. So once I put your information in and I get your keys and credentials, I can get that to you as well. Once I get a photo and a bio, I can send out a Facebook as well as an inter-office email introducing you to the other agents. And that's the very, very beginning. And then after that, and once you're here, feel free to come to me with any questions that you have, and I can basically send you in the right direction. And if I don't have the information or the knowledge myself, I do have the information and knowledge as to who can help you best if I'm not proficient at that. And that's pretty much it. So I welcome you and I wish you the best of luck in your career and happy holidays.
Good man. Thank you. So
I'll say-
Robert does everything he says and so much more. So the longer you're around, the more you'll appreciate the man.
So I welcome you and I'll say bye for now.
Thanks,
All right.
Robert.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So moving on, here's our beautiful New York style, pristine Stanford office. Look at it, so nice. We keep it looking good. These are our office basics, right? These are the Kellerisms. You'll hear some of our jargon here. Our market center is a Keller Williams office that's like this. Tends to be a bigger office with agents going in and out and staff during regular hours. We're here 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. The TL, that's our team leader. That's Steve Scott. Most all of you have met either Steve or Carlos. They work together as team leader and assistant team leader. Some of their primary activities are just to help the market center grow. We average about 10 new agents a month, new and transfer agents joining our organization. So we are the largest real estate organization in Stanford for sure. As far as the OP and the broker, that's the same person in our office. That's Rick Scott. A lot of you have met Rick or experienced some of his classes. He's always inspiring us to get to our next level. If you ever need a broker signature, that's something that Rick would provide for you. If you're having a challenge with a realtor on another side of a transaction, Rick will be able to mediate that kind of thing. The ALC, that's our Agent Leadership Council. It's our group comprised of top producers in the market center, and every Keller Williams office has their own Agent Leadership Council. So the ALC pretty much functions like a board of director for the office. They are in charge of all the decisions. It's not just Rick and Steve that make every decision here. So if you're talking about Red Day or philanthropic giving or education, like they've got a hand in everything. And they're also here to help you. You'll learn more about that when we experience doctor on call, not physicians. Don't have like a panic attack. If you have a real estate transaction that you need help with, doctor on call can help with that kind of thing. Robert, who you just met, he's our DOFI, our Director of First Impressions. So he's someone that's going to help you have a smooth experience here at the office. The MCA, that's our Market Center Administrator, Lisa Katz. She handles all things money related. She and Sam, they work together to make sure that you get paid on transactions. Sam will let you know when there's a check ready for you. And then transmittal happens at the beginning of every month. Lisa has to crunch these numbers over and over and then report those numbers to our international office in Austin. So this helps us determine what our profit share is. And our office is profitable every month. So if you catch her during the first 2 to 3 days of the month and her door is closed and there's a sign on it that says, unless the building is on fire, don't open it. Don't open the door. She's just doing something where she needs to focus. Go to Sam during those times. But if you catch her in the hallway, she's fair game, right? Any questions on anything I said? I know that might have been a mouthful.
Oh, hi, I have a question.
You cut off right at the end. Can you just say that one more time? I'm sorry.
I don't know what you didn't hear. I was talking about transmittal. That was the last thing I said, John. I was just saying that during transmittal, Lisa's pretty much behind her closed glass door for the first 2 or 3 days of the month. And if you needed something, I would recommend reaching out to Sam, because Sam and Lisa, they talk to each other regularly.
Okay, perfect. That's what I thought you said.
Okay, Carol?
Yeah, will some of these team people also be working through the new Westport office?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna figure that all out. Either, I'm sure some of our staff members from Stanford will work from Westport a few days. Yeah, we'll figure all that out for sure.
Okay.
But just think of this office as the one that's running the Westport office. So yep, we'll be very involved.
Okay.
Okay, so supplies. You know, you guys get different supplies working with Keller Williams. Let's talk about business cards. You can get your business cards from any company you feel comfortable doing so. My thought to you is to use a company that already has templates to make it easier for you. So the website that I recommend is kwprinters.com. So this is my business card from KW Printers. You can customize the front of the card, the back of the card. You can make it glossy or non-glossy, picture or no picture. Ooh la la, how nice is this? How nice is it that the company allows you to brand yourself? It's all about you and Keller Williams, right? A lot of people ask, should I get a picture on my card? My thought is, if you can look like the picture on your card, yes, get a picture on the card. This way you can advertise you. And if you use KW printers, you get $10 off if you use the promo code Adonis. They don't even give me the $10. Don't worry, you just save money. So this is good news. But there are a few card game companies out there. There's moo.com, moo like a cow. They tend to have very good looking cards. You just get less for your money. There's Vista Print. Scott Leroy uses Brandco. So whoever you want to use, feel comfortable doing that. As long as Keller Williams appears somewhere on the card, so you don't appear like your own organization. Any questions on business cards so far? I'll say this, once you order your cards, no matter how much they cost, you get an up to $75 credit towards your first set of business cards. So if they cost $50, just get that information over to Lisa Katz at kw.com, and then she'll credit your account for 2 months of Market Center dues. So signs and riders. Once you get your first listing, let Robert know that you have a listing with Keller Williams, and then he'll order you 2 custom sign riders. So you got that white post that goes in the ground, then you got the panel that says Keller Williams. And then below the panel, it would be your name and your phone number so people can call you directly when you have a listing. So just reach out to Robert and he'll help you with that. We work with a company locally called JP Graphics. They're right here in Stamford. They do a great job, nice turnaround time, and then they deliver your sign right to the office. And you can
What
use them.
is Robert's contact information?
What's Robert's contact information? The front desk phone number, 203-327-6700.
Just to verify, 203-327-6700.
That's right.
Alrighty.
So we can also order our own panels, correct?
Exactly. I was just going to say that. That's right, Carol. So you can use whatever company you want. I recommend JP Graphics because they do a great job and they're right here in Stamford, so you don't have to worry about shipping fees or anything like that. If you have a design already, you can just get that over to them, and then they can create a sign for you and bring it right here to the office. So that's my thought. My thought is make money and then reinvest in your business. You know, you sell a house, you make thousands of dollars, get yourself some custom open house signs, some custom for sale signs, and whatever else you may need. You also get a name badge working at Keller Williams, and you can use your name badge whenever you want to be clear as to who the best realtor in the room is. Just link up with Robert and he'll help you to get a name badge of your choosing. Magnetic, they don't puncture your clothes, so they work great. And of course, you get an email address. It's whatever you want that's not taken, of course, at kw.com. And you do that through Scott Leroy Marketing when you do the questionnaire. So, floor time. You might have heard Mata earlier talking about floor time. So you do have the option to sign up for floor time in the office. That means whenever you're on one of these shifts, either 9 to 12, 12 to 3, or 3 to 6, any calls that come in with somebody who's unrepresented and is looking for help, you can be the one to help them. So in order to sign up for floor time, you have to reach out to Robert, and you have to either be enrolled in productivity coaching or started taking Ignite. We just want you to be well informed with how to best help these people once a call comes in. Conference rooms, we have 4 different conference rooms. If you're coming into the office and you look at the front desk, to the left of where you see Robert, we have one of our large conference rooms. To the right, there's another large conference room and 2 smaller conference rooms. You can use them as long as they're not being taken by somebody else. If you know that you're going to need to use a room at a specific time and you can't make it into the office previously to reserve the room, just call Robert at the front desk, 203-327-6700, and he can reserve it for you. We just ask that you tidy up the rooms and make sure that they're nice when you leave the room so the next person can enter a fresh room. Of course, use the appropriate amount of social distance and wear your mask just to make sure that we're being on the up and up. Now, as far as printers go, we have 2 printers in the office. We've got the front printer and the back printer. The front printer is the one closest to the kitchen. If you were looking at the kitchen, it's to the left of the kitchen. And it can do everything you would expect the printer to do. You can print, you can fax, you can scan, and you can make copies. We have another printer towards the back of the office, closer to where the training room is, and that can do everything but fax. And I know that breaks your heart. Ruth, you sending faxes in 2020? You need to send a fax?
Did I?
Nah, I'm just asking. Some people use faxes, some people don't. I don't
Got
really
it.
fax a whole lot anymore.
Scan.
But just know one of our printers does fax.
Okay.
And then right outside of the kitchen area, we have what we call the Success Lounge. There are 4 computers, all spaced apart. You sign in with your username and password, and you can use those computers to print or do whatever you need to do. We also have 2 Wi-Fis in the office. We have a public Wi-Fi for your guests to use, and then we have a main Wi-Fi for KW agents to use. You just need to make sure, like Robert was saying earlier, that you've put in a ticket with RepRFactor so you can make sure that your device will work. If you have a laptop that you haven't called RepRFactor about yet, Repr doesn't know that this is the laptop of Liam Scott, one of our agents here. It could just be any guest. So you have to go through that just to make sure that you can print in the office. But once you're set up, you'll be fine. Any questions? Any comments? Any thoughts?
No,
Moving
pretty
on.
good.
Huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Cool. Office safety. Office safety is important. I'm thankful to say we haven't had any incidents here to my knowledge, but staff is here, like I said, until 5 o'clock on weekdays. But we never have to lock the door right at 5 because there are so many agents that work after hours. So if you are the last person in the office, just make sure that you lock the front door. All the other doors will lock automatically as soon as you leave out of the door. So you can lock the front door and leave out of the kitchen door, for instance, just to make sure our space remains secure. On the weekends, the front desk staff downstairs, they're only there until 4 o'clock. So if you're coming after 4 o'clock on a Saturday or on a Sunday at all, and you're meeting with someone you've never met before, you have to actually go down there and open the door for them. So just practice realtor safety. Maybe you want to have a buddy plan with anyone that's in your life that cares about you. If you know you have a meeting for 11 o'clock on Sunday, maybe have a partner system with a loved one, have them call you at 11:15, just so somebody will know that if anything happens to you, you will be missed. Right? We haven't had any incidents, like I said, over here, but in the past, realtors have been harmed around the country. So just, be smart, practice realtor safety. And as far as keys go, like Robert said before, you'll get your custom set of credentials from him. So just please connect with him if you haven't gotten your keys yet. Scott Leroy Marketing. I know many of you on this call have done the 10 steps to success with me. So we've done Scott Leroy Marketing with you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, connect with me afterwards so we can schedule you for the next round of that. But Scott Leroy Marketing, he's one of your best friends as far as getting you all set up on the back end. When you take his questionnaire, he'll help you with your KW email address, your own personal KW site, changing that horrible original password they give you for the MyKW, much, much more. He's a great resource for you. And you also have other tools here for your success. Apply Connect. Has anyone ever used Apply Connect in the past? I know we've got some realtors that aren't brand new with us. So Apply Connect is who we use for credit reports. So this only comes into play if you represent the tenant. So if you're representing the tenant, of course, their credit report, the credit score is important. So with Apply Connect, you just need to set up your account. And once your account is set up, it doesn't cost you any money. You don't have to change your password, but then you'll get a link that you can share with your clients, and then they can pull their own credit report, $28.50 per person. They get their score, you get the link, you can share it with the landlord. So everybody's on the up and up. So like I said, this only comes into play if you're representing the tenant in a rental transaction. Toolkit CMA. Have any of you used Toolkit CMA? Carol, I know Toolkit CMA has been around for a while. Have you used it at all?
We had someone in the office who would do that.
Right. So this is another platform that you could use. Robert normally sets up an account for you as soon as you join. I know nowadays the Smart MLS does a lot more than it used to. So some of the things that Toolkit CMA used to specialize in, you can do it right on the MLS. But it might be something for you to consider, especially if we have a class on Toolkit CMA, like learn more about it, because you can do all kind of things like comparative market analysis. You can do for sale by owner presentations, expired listings, pre-listing packages, and much more, all connected right to the MLS with up-to-date information. And of course, nowadays, we're in the age of technology. Man, if it wasn't for the technology, I don't know what would have happened this year specifically. Thankfully, we were able to continue to connect with each other, even if we weren't coming into the office. Like our virtual community is huge. On these morning crusher calls, we average about, I don't know, I would say 80 people per call. So like I said, that's another plug for you to join these morning 9 a.m. calls. But technology and marketing go hand in hand these days. If you're a great connector in person, but you don't have any kind of online presence, that's hurting your business. If you're great online, but then you don't have any people skills in person, that's hurting your business. So your best idea is to be a mix of both. And we have ways to help you do that. So Command, this is one of the videos I have to show you. KW Command is a game changer for us. There are a lot of people in real estate that were paying all kinds of money for all kind of different bolt-on technology, top producer, bomb. There's so many different things out there. I'm sure, especially those of you that are brand new, you've probably been getting emailed and phone calls. It's like, hey, I hear you're a realtor now. Did you know you can get this service, this service, this service? Yeah, you can spend a lot of money before you make any money. Or you could use Command, which is already part of your $25 a month tech fee. So here's a video to show you how Command works. Come on.
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech. To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly Command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
I'm impressed.
Are you impressed by like the video or like the Avengers music they have playing in the background? I just picture like Iron Man working on Command. That's funny. But yeah, so that gives you a taste of all that Command can do. And there are so many people out there that have great training on Command. Sam and I have done videos to show you how to use DocuSign where you can get your signatures and use Command together. We show you whether you represent the tenant, the landlord, the buyer, or the seller, all the steps. What else can I tell you? I can tell you that Scott Leroy, they do videos all the time to show you how Command works. Like there's more than one way. We have a guy named Nick Baldwin who had a whole free Command course to take you through it, show you videos, ask you little quizzes. So this is a platform you can definitely use, but don't let it overwhelm you. A lot of you have a smartphone on you that has probably 100 apps. You don't use all 100 apps. You just use the ones that help you to get to what you need to do, right? You probably use 4 main apps every day. So just use the things that are gonna help you best work your business. But the website is right there. It's agent.kw.com and you sign in with your username and password. And once you're signed in, like the video says, you have all kind of things you can do. You can go on and click on your name towards the top, go to settings, and then from there, you're able to go into your connect settings and do your marketing profile. That's one of the first things you should do. Upload your photo and everything, have your details ready to go. Then when you do all your marketing, it'll just be able to seamlessly pull. But there's so many things you can do in Command, and it's always going to evolve and get better. Keller Williams is famous for releasing products that are incomplete because we want the agents to use them and use them the way agents should, as opposed to people in a boardroom saying, this is how we think it should work. You guys get to tell us how it should work. So that's all I'll say about Command for now, unless there are questions. Okay.
I have a quick question, Don.
Go ahead.
All right. With Command, if I'm with another Keller Williams, will they just merge together? Do I have to create a new account? How does that work?
Yeah, it should merge together once you do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire. Yeah, you do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire, and they'll ask questions like, do you belong to any other Keller Williams organization? So they'll merge it. You should have a drop down towards the top of your screen, and it'll all work out. Yep. So in addition to that, there's also a KW mobile app. Some of you know about this, some of you may not. And the KW mobile app is really cool. It can take your client through the whole transaction. So here's a video that shows you how you're able to utilize the app for your business.
Got it.
We need a pool. Let's start with a budget. Don't we want to live close to
My parents.
my parents? We'll pick this up later. Nice.
Okay, now what? Remember the guide?
Now, how about that pool?
How about that pool? I heard that was John playing the flute in the background. Thank you for your contribution, John. Good man. So the KW mobile app, you can make it part of your day. You can download it at your app store and customize it. It's great stuff. We have classes on that as well. Check out our YouTube page. But you also have something called Kelly. I don't know if you've heard of Kelly yet, but I'm sure you've heard of Cortana and Google and Siri and Alexa. So we have our own AI. She's called Kelly, but she's young. She's like a 4-year-old with little pigtails in her hair. So she might not be able to do everything that some of these other ones can do, but Kelly can do a lot for your business. So we have a video to show you how Kelly works as well. You can download it in the App Store, the Play Store.
Kelly, what am I doing today? Add a local insight. Kelly, what am I doing tomorrow?
Good stuff. So, like I said, go to your app store, go to your Play Store, search for Keller without the R, and then sign in with your username and password. You ask Kelly a question, she's going to type an answer back to you. Super helpful. And then this is our team leader's favorite part to talk about, profit share. Who's heard of profit share so far?
I have.
Nice. Profit share is one of these things where it's strange because not every Keller Williams agent takes advantage of it, but it's an opportunity available to you as soon as you start. So it's a wealth building opportunity. KW does believe in treating associates like stakeholders in the company because you do have a stake here. The better you do, the better Keller Williams does. So if you recommend Keller Williams to somebody and they decide to join, we're going to give you a monetary thank you, right? You have a movie that you watch, you're watching The Queen's Gambit, you love the show, you're telling everybody about it, you're starting to play chess. They don't send you a check. Keller Williams, if you get people to join this organization, you get compensated for it. So here's a video to show you how it works, and it is a little confusing.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
That video, this profit share thing is one of the things that can't be understated. There are whole classes, there are whole courses to show you how to improve your profit share. There are some people in Keller Williams where that's all they do. They just focus on expanding their downline and having more people join this organization. They don't have to work anymore because they make so much money in passive income that that's it. You can use it as an opportunity to help your kids go through college. You can use it as whatever you want to use it for, and you don't have to do anything additional. You don't have to be a mentor to these people. It would behoove you to help them out to see the promised land, but you can make a great, there's a lot I can say about profit share. Take advantage of it. If you know anyone that's in real estate that's unhappy with where they are, have them talk to Steve or Carlos. If you know anyone looking to get involved in real estate, have them talk to Steve or Carlos. If you know anybody that has a pulse, have them talk to Steve or Carlos, because they could be the next realtor in your downline. But we're not just a company that's here to make money. We're also a company that's here to help people. And we believe that finding the higher service of business is at the heart of the KW culture. So we support the physical, emotional, and the financial well-being of our associates. Something we do every year is called Red Day. It stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. Started in 2009. And this is our company-wide day of service. KW offices close their doors and we get out into the community and do something special. We give where we live. So we've painted the Boys and Girls Club of Stanford. We've donated to various food drives. Sometimes we get news coverage. A lot of times we get news coverage. There have been animal things. There's so many things that Keller Williams does. So come May of next year, if you have ideas, you can let us know, because the more people we have doing something, the bigger impact we're able to create in our community. Give where you live. And through the incredible generosity of our associates, our company is able to support its own during any national, regional, local, or personal crises. So when it's time for you to get paid on a transaction, you'll either do a green sheet or you'll do the commissions section of command for your opportunity. And when you do that, they're going to ask you if you want to donate to KW Kids Can or to the Bold Scholarship or to KW Cares. So if it's a non-rental and you're making thousands of dollars, I want you to consider donating to KW Cares, because if a tsunami or a earthquake or any kind of crazy event happens and KW agents of a certain region, lose everything, if there's money in KW Cares, we can help them get back on their feet. So it's a great way for you to care. Finally, in conclusion, Keller Williams is built by agents for agents. We're a company that's changing lives, and the next one could be yours. So with that, you're graduated. That's it. All right. Any questions, thoughts, concerns?
The profit sharing could be joined later on.
I don't know what you said. Say it again.
Profit sharing, that opportunity, because I know I didn't take it, but if I find that might be beneficial for me, can I do it at a later time?
So this is the kind of thing that you get to do throughout your whole career at Keller Williams. All you have to do is anyone, because you're going to meet people in different circumstances. You're going to meet people at open houses. You're going to meet people on the other side of real estate deals. You're going to meet people in your life that say, hey, you're a realtor. I've been thinking about getting involved in real estate. So that's when the opportunity comes up. You'll hear them, you'll refer them to Steve or Carlos. And if they say, Ruth Ann Mitchell is 100% the reason why I'm joining Keller Williams, then they'll go in your downline and you are taking advantage of profit share.
Or there's no need for me to sign up anywhere. It's just automatic.
It's automatic. When you originally signed on, you gave us your banking information. So if anyone joins Keller Williams on the 21st of the next month, if they had a transaction this month, then you'll get profit share. The dollar amount will vary. So yeah, you're currently taking advantage of it.
Okay.
What other questions do we have? J Dubs is in the building.
Can't think of anything.
That's fine, Leo.
So I just have to reach out to Scott Leroy in marketing if I have any questions about that, because I don't think I received the questionnaire quite yet.
So, yeah, you and I, let's link offline, because I want you to come to the 10 steps to success, which is an onboarding thing that's kind of a supplement to this orientation, where we go through that as well. What else? I just did such a great job. You don't have any questions? Knocked it out the park. Yeah.
So all those web pages, I know I printed it out. They can all be found in the 10 easy steps regarding like my, what you got? You got my agent.kw.com. What's the other one here?
The other one's mykw.kw.com. Yes, those can be found in that handout.
Alrighty, and then all the credit check, toolkit, all of that, or that's like through.
I mean, when I invited you to the orientation, I sent you that same PDF that we were going through just now. So on that document, you'll see toolkit stuff. But on the handout that you're talking about, the 10 steps to success, the new agent checklist, that does give you the steps to setting up your Apply Connect account.
Alrighty, so remember you had to, the one that you gave to us seemed to have been an older one. You went back in and got the newer one. Are you gonna send that back out or?
Yeah.
Let me go make sure I'm talking about the same thing.
That's fine. I'll send you the most up-to-date one.
Okay, cool. All right.
Anything else? If not, it's lunchtime. Y'all should go eat something for sure.
All right, thanks a lot, Adonis.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.
You're awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.